Hey everybody, this is Megan Nicole and you are watching Dame in the Life. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again today. And of course Chloe, because you know she needs to always be part of what's going on around the house. Today I'm going to talk about scheduling and how important scheduling is to trying to develop your own business. Now, as some of you may know, I quit my day job. It's going on week 3, and I'm just sharing my tips and tricks on how to kind of overcome some pitfalls that we My first week, one of the worst possible things that I did was I stayed up until like 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'd sleep in all day. I'm a night owl by nature, and that's kind of where I work best. Like if I'm writing, I can stay up a bit later and work, but it really isn't. After going through that first week and seeing my lack of productivity, it just was not conducive to what I was trying to do. So I quickly corrected that and started going back on the same schedule I was on at work. I'd go to bed at a decent hour, I'd set my alarm for early AM, I would get up, get ready, go to work basically. As in going to work, another thing that I found that really helped me is those first couple days I was just working everywhere. Because I write, I really can go anywhere and work, which is amazing. But I was doing it, I'd lay in bed, I would go to the couch, sit at the kitchen table, just kind of wherever I wanted to work. I finally created a designated work area for myself and realized that that helped out so much. Like when I would get up and get ready, I would go to my desk, sit down, and truly start my workday, and it helped me get into a habit and a workflow that needed to be done. I couldn't just willy-nilly do whatever I wanted throughout the day and expect good productivity. So I designated a work area to get started. My second tip would be to pre-schedule everything that you do. So one of the first things that I did initially was go into my free marketing social media, which is awesome because it is free marketing, but it is so damn time consuming. If you've ever truly been on a social media platform to grow a business, it takes forever. And it's a benefit, but it's also not, again, conducive to trying to get your business done. So I know there are a ton of apps and different things to help out, but what I personally use is Crowdfire. And basically what it does is that I go in the morning, I write down everything that I want to tweet, and it posts it throughout the day. And that completely removes you from having to go on social media and keep up with everything that's going on. Now, what I would recommend is to go in and look at any comments or questions that your followers may ask of you, because that helps keep the social aspect of it in play. But it removes you from consistently being on there. Now, in the same type of idea, do this with all of your writing, or this is what I've done with all of my writing. If you have blogs to put out, you know exactly what you're going to put out. I do. I schedule all of my blogs a month out. I know exactly what I'm going to be writing. So I will go in and write them and get all of my content and format everything, and then I can just post it and schedule exactly when I want it to go live. That is amazing. I'll take one day, I will get all of my content done, and I can forget it. This totally now frees me up to focus on the actual business aspect of the job. And it took me, this is only week 3, but I learned this in week 2. Like, hey, I'll write a blog, I'll post it. I'll write a blog, I'll post it. And it just was like, dude, when am I ever gonna have time to work on my book, my actual writing, which is what I'm doing? If I can pre-schedule everything, my social media, my blogs, and other marketing tools, then I can essentially do it once a week, forget about it, and be good to go. So my third and final tip on scheduling is get yourself a date book. This is mine. It is an actual book that you physically write on. I know some people prefer just to use their iPhones or their smartphones, but I like to physically write stuff down. This really helps me get my ideas out and plan what my next steps are going to be. So just as I was saying, I pre-planned all of my posts to go live, let me show you where it all started from. So before you can obviously write anything, you need to plan out what you're going to write about. This is how it looks. This is my month view, and this is where all of my pre-planned blogs are. I blog on Dame in the Life every Thursday, and that's exactly what you guys just saw. Every blog topic for the entire month for Thursdays. Now, to take it another step further, this also has a weekly view. Every week it has its own column, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. And from here, I can go in and jot down any notes that I might have, any ideas to follow up on the blogs that I do. And I'll show you guys in just a second. So that is just something else here. This is my week view from January. All of my notes, scribble, scrabble, all of my ideas, but this really helps me get through the week. I always can refer back to different weeks. It helps me pre-plan everything and truly is a lifesaver, actually. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my tips are going to be find yourself a designated work area, get up and get going in the morning. Pre-plan all of your posts, make sure to get them out so you're not consistently on social media because it is very, very time consuming. And get yourself a date book. It helps out so much. It helps you gather all your thoughts and ideas and keep them very cohesive and on an amazing time frame. And it also holds you accountable for the dates that you say you're going to get things done. If you guys have any questions or comments, please of course leave them below. I would love to know how you guys get your days scheduled. You guys can find me at Dame in the Life, also on Instagram and Twitter at Dame in the Life, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much and have a good one. Bye.